Everybody.
It's been a while since we've all been together. I'm so excited.
It has.
I know we've all just been so busy. Well, I'm messing with my volume again. But thank you guys for coming in. So what have you guys been up to? Besides cruising, some of you.
And I'm in Tennessee.
And
I've been
pretty.
I've been working just on working on trying to get some vlogs out, and I'm going on a cruise Sunday, so I'm trying to get some stuff out and scheduled for next week.
That's pretty much what I've been doing too. Just working on some videos.
You've been pumping stuff out over there, Warmstrong. Every time I get on there, I see a turn on your notification for a new video.
You haven't seen nothing. You haven't seen nothing yet. It's still more to come.
Ooh.
And Cruise Vet, what are you up to? When's your next cruise?
I'm just staying out of trouble, trying to. Going on the Harmony of the Seas on the 26th. Looking forward to it. It's my first Oasis class, so.
And that's out of Galveston now, right?
Yep, it's out of Galveston.
And you leave when?
On the 26th.
Oh, so you're going right after Thanksgiving.
Yeah, Thanksgiving, and then I'm gone.
Jennifer, what are you going to do? We're all going to be on a cruise at the same time.
I know. I'm a little sad. Like,
Well, only thing you can do, book a cruise. Come on.
oh, don't hit me.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, Andrew.
You know, I'm real quick to want to book those cruises.
Oh, guys, hold on. You know what I forgot?
Oh,
I wonder what made you think of that.
My captain's hat. I'm a captain, remember?
Wow.
All right, let's say hi to some people. We've got Cruise Nuts in the house. Hey.
Howdy.
Controversial Cruising. Hello from work. Don't tell on me.
hey Scott.
Hey, Scott.
Secret that you're on here. We've got Riza. Hello. And we've got Clock, who's here. And we got Scrow's Nest. Hey.
Hey.
Let's see. And we got Scott McNeil in the house. Hello.
Hello.
Hey, Scott.
Bama Nola. Hey, Bama.
Hey Bama.
Hey,
Bama,
Bama.
I've been trying to get caught up on your playlist. I'm getting there.
Oh, he had a video yesterday with the squirrel playing in the rain, and it was so peaceful.
Yeah. Yeah, and I played yours today while I was working, and I stuck it in the other room and played your live from the other night, Jennifer, your 3-hour live.
Thank you.
So you should have 3 more hours.
I appreciate you so much.
You're welcome. Let's see. Orange Cone. Hey. Welcome in.
Hey. Hope you're doing well.
Hey, Ross.
Oh, look who it is. It is the old Captain Billy J. Travel. Former captain.
It's been demoted.
Ooh.
Hey, Z Show. Welcome in.
Hope you're feeling better, Z.
I hope you are too, Z. We can't miss prime time. Gotta have that prime time. Let's see. Marjorie is here. Hello, welcome in, Marjorie.
Hey Marjorie.
Let's see. Warmstrong. He's here. Bone Tired Travelers is here. Welcome in.
Hi, Denise.
What's going on, Denise?
Mr. Tranquillo, welcome in.
Hi, Mr. Tranquil. You're doing well.
Yeah. And so we got Ship to Shore News is in. Hey, welcome in.
Steward.
We got Will G in the house. Welcome in, Will.
Hey, Will.
Hey there.
Oh, yo, Brooklyn in the house, y'all.
There he is.
I'll be in Brooklyn coming up soon.
Hey, Bill, did you figure out how
Ola
you're
Eddie.
Bill, did you figure out how you're getting from the airport to the port? Or are you paying that $165 Uber or whatever it was?
I haven't figured out exactly. The hotel I have has a free airport shuttle, so I'm gonna get the shuttle from the airport to the hotel, and then from the hotel to the port, probably an Uber. Eddie gave me a number to a car service, so I may give them a call.
Oh, that was nice of him. That's really cool.
Yeah, definitely. I wouldn't pay the 100 and whatever. When I saw that, I was like, what? Yeah, I was like, I'm never flying out of New York if that's what I gotta pay.
You got my number, Bill?
What?
I don't. I have like Messenger or something like that.
I'll send you my number in Messenger. That way, that morning, if there's any issues or whatever, just give me a call.
Okay. Yeah, it'll be good.
Danny D, welcome in, Danny D.
Hey, Danny D.
Danny?
Hello.
Antoinette, welcome in.
Hey, Antoinette.
Yeah.
I told
Ellen.
Terry you gave her a shout out about her Disney World live. So you know Antoinette. I told her.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you were on my live when I was there. Antoinette was. And thanks for watching, Antoinette. It was fun. It was fun. Sorry I had to cut it short. You know, when you go with friends sometimes, they have a different agenda than you have. Danny D saying blanket hi to everybody. Hey, Cheryl from One Deck Down. How are you doing? Welcome
Hey,
in. And I think we are at the bottom of the list. So we do have a little bit of a contest before we hop into our topic for tonight. So, Randy.
Yeah.
You wanna?
Okay, well, on Thursday will be my birthday. So what I was thinking is have a contest, guess my age. Whoever comes closest or hits it gets not one, but 2 magnets and a non-limited edition keychain. So
Whoa.
anyway, be kind. Don't insult me. But, you know, like I said, you also only get one guess. So people aren't sitting there just guessing a number after one after another. And when I see the correct answer, you know, later on today, I'll let you know.
I'm thinking 34.
Very good. Bill, you win. Here you go. Send me an address. You get the stuff.
I was going to say 21.
I like yours better. So
do you want them to put it in the chat then?
well, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, if they put it in the chat, then we can go from there. So
Okay.
Couple
So
people already
everybody.
have.
and then I don't know. I mean, do we want to put a time limit on? I mean, what is it now? It's 10
Yeah,
after.
we're gonna do it right now.
Yes.
So let's just say the first person who hits it gets it.
Okay.
So everybody drop your number down of how old you think Randy's gonna be in the chat.
We got some guesses out there.
And
Yeah,
I
see
don't
that.
know, so I can't say who's yes or no. So you're gonna have to.
Yeah, I
monitor.
didn't reveal to anyone on the panel, so you know. Oh, Danny, I like that one.
Keep
Now I
dropping
know how
them.
Danny
Keep
feels about me.
dropping.
Yeah, cruise nuts. No way. I said be kind.
Welcome in, Najuma Brown. Welcome in on deck with CB. Let's see.
Hello.
Journeys with June and Brady. Welcome in. Scott McNeil. Oh, we've already said hi to you. I think we're back up to the top. Oh, Emily. Welcome in, Emily. See Me Traveling is in here. Welcome in.
You didn't have to recognize him.
It's Ricky's number one fan.
How many wars have you lived through, Randy?
Well, we're not going to play 20 questions.
Are you watching the? Are you watching the? Are you watching the chat, Randy?
Yes. What was? What, Bill?
So Cheryl's saying it's hard to tell because everyone ages differently.
Well, that's true.
True. That's true. We'll give it about one more minute and then we'll
I'm not
drop
seeing
it and then come back to it again if nobody
Okay.
hits it.
Hey, Bruce.
Hey, there's Bruce.
Hey,
What
Bruce.
is going on?
Hey Bruce, we're doing a little contest in the chat. I need to drop and guess how old Gary, or not Gary, I just saw Gary Smith came in. Thank you, Gary. Welcome in.
Marjorie left
See
a
how old
comment.
Joe's Nest is turning on Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday's my birthday, so be kind though.
The lamp behind you is from the 1950s.
Yeah. Which one? Which one?
I'm gonna say, do I get a guess?
Well,
Sure.
no, you know, everybody gets a guess, and no, I didn't reveal to the panel, and actually, no one on the panel has really guessed. So,
So I'm going to say 62.
all right. Anyone else want to guess on the panel?
Julian Brady's got 102.
Oh,
I say 60.
They feel
66.
66. Okay.
64.
Okay.
25.
There you go. I like his and Jennifer's
that's
answer.
a good diplomatic way to do it, Mike.
All right. So do you want to, it looks like nobody has guessed it. So do you want to
No.
do the closest person, or do you want us to move on to the topic and we can come back?
Why don't we go to the topic and people could, I guess, keep guessing. So how about that? So
Okay.
is that okay, or do you want me to?
Kirk, you have me laughing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say hey Shady Brady, welcome in. I
Kirk's
would
got one
say
more question.
let's stop the contest and then we'll
Okay.
come back at the end and start guessing again.
Okay, that'll
work?
work. Yeah, we'll pause the contest for
Yeah.
now. Sure.
All right. So we're gonna pause the contest in the chat. We'll come back to it at the end and you guys can start guessing again. All right, so let's move on to our topic of what we look at when we are picking out our next cruise or planning a cruise. I'm sorry, I have some gnat flying around here. Planning a cruise. So, what are your top 5 things? Now, for me personally, the first thing I look at is price. So, what do you guys look at?
Price is definitely a good one.
Yeah.
I definitely start with the price because most of the time I have to fly also. So
Yeah.
it really plays into it.
I start with the dates because if I'm not available, then it really doesn't matter what comes after that. So
So do you start cruise nuts? Do you start like with the month that you think you're going to go? Is that what you start? You just start searching on a month for the cruise that you're going to go on? Or do you just look?
well, I'll look at, because most of my stuff comes from casino offers, right?
Mhm.
So when they send me those casino offers, because it'll usually break down. Well, for Royal, they break it down by the dates, and I'll just see if that's even doable, and if it's Carnival, then I'll look at the offers and see what they got to go from there. And even if I'm just paying straight up for it, I still need to look to make sure, because you never know what else I might have going on. Might have a trip planned to go visit family or something.
And I guess you're right. I guess maybe I do start with the dates because I already know that I'm not looking around spring break, right? Because that's the most expensive time. And I know I'm not looking like in the middle of the summer because that's the expensive time. So I guess I do start with dates, which kind of then leads into prices, right? So I always know like October and September and December, like beginning of December, are the cheapest. So that's usually where I start. I guess you're right, is dates. And then I start looking at price.
Plus, I try not, I'm kind of starting to tend to not try to book things in the summer because I'm trying to get away from the cruising during the summer months. That's just my own personal preference. It's just, it seems like the ships are a little bit crazier during that time, and the weather's, super hot, on top. I mean, you're going to the Caribbean anyway, and, why
and
make
usually
it
the rates in the summer are like triple.
There's also that.
Yeah. Hey, Blaine, thanks for coming in. Thanks so much. Let's hop over here because some people did leave some comments. Will G said, oh, he's talking about your, so On Deck with CB says the price. So they look at the price first. Same with See Me Traveling. Cruise Nut says destinations and the date. That's interesting. I look at the price, dates, and ports. Journey with June and Brady. Cheryl says I look at the first location, then pricing. Antoinette at Fun, I start with the dates. Let's see. Will G says dates, price, and destinations. Bamanola goes by the dates first. Blaine says we normally ask for look at dates, then the price. And I think that's kind of where we're all going. Bill, what do you look at first?
Well, again, I'm a little different than you guys. I'm going to go destination, and then I look at price. For me, it's all about the destination now. And if you give me a good itinerary, I'm looking at it. And I'm going to say, and this is going outside the group cruise, because if you throw group cruise in there, it's like the people going. But just me, myself, and I'm looking for a cruise, hey, where is it going? Is it going to St. Thomas? Is it going to Antigua? Or is it going to Nassau? I'm the first thing I'm looking at. Then I start pricing it out. If it's $500 to go to Nassau and $700 to go to, St. Thomas, I'm spending a couple extra $100 and going to St. Thomas because I like the itinerary better. But I've been on a lot of cruises, so a lot of the local ports down in the Caribbean, the Eastern and Western Caribbean, I've been to so many times that I'm looking for something unique.
I agree with you on that, because if it's going out of Galveston, you're going to the same ports. I mean, for us, so we're having to look at different ports, I would say, but with that comes higher costs for us.
But that's one of the problems is the higher cost. But for me now, it's like a journey. It's an adventure. Would you rather go to Nassau and Cozumel 2 times, or would you rather go to, Antigua and Barbados 1 time? For me, I'd rather go 1 time to those places than 2 times to Cozumel, even though I had a great time in Cozumel, Bruce.
So those of you that don't live near a cruise port, right? Do you guys have a particular cruise port that you always go to, look at the rates before you shop around the other cruise ports, or are you looking at all cruise ports?
I look at New York just because I can drive there. But if like Bill was starting to say earlier, I've kind of changed my rank as far as what is most important to me, because I can throw a lot of things out if the right people are going on the cruise. So
right, this is excluding. Sorry, I meant to say this excludes group cruise.
Yeah. So I always look to see what's at New York, so I can save some money on the travel expenses, and then go from there.
Okay. Ship to Shore says date, then cruise ports. Cruising scene, welcome in. Thanks for coming in. Eddie Lugo says location for them. Welcome in, Carnival Cruise Addicts. Thanks for coming in.
Hello.
He is in Gatlinburg. Mike is in Gatlinburg.
Sevierville.
Yeah. Oh, James,
Anything.
welcome in and happy birthday. Today is James'
Happy birthday, James.
Happy
Happy
birthday.
birthday,
Happy
James.
birthday.
Well, let's
Happy
guess his
birthday.
age.
Let's
21.
see. Let me see if anybody else in the chat has posted anything about this. So Ship to Shore says they live in Vancouver, Canada. Flights cost to Miami and Orlando could be a definite consideration. And usually Orlando is the cheapest airport to fly into. I think Miami, I've never flown into Miami, but I've heard it's expensive. But,
They're all expensive from the West Coast. So.
we look at Port Canaveral, Tampa, then up the east coast to Virginia. And see, our go-to is Port Canaveral. We always look at Port Canaveral first. Hello, Together We Travel. Scott McNeil says he's sorry he missed you this morning. Who was he talking to?
See me traveling.
Kurt, see me traveling, didn't have their live.
Oh, okay. Details Told in the Dark. Welcome in.
Hello.
Okay. So the first thing then you look at, Bruce.
Well, again, cost, but then also dates, and then I'm going more to looking at the ship next.
So when you guys are looking at anything in particular for the cruise, are you looking first at all cruise lines, or are you guys looking at a particular cruise line?
Now I'm looking at them all. Before I was just looking at one because we wanted to hit one of the higher statuses, and since we hit platinum with Carnival, now I'm looking at them all.
Yeah, I agree with Bruce.
Itineraries also.
I look at Carnival first normally because I have a casino deal and some loyalty with them. So I scan them first for like price, but I'm becoming more open to other cruise lines and new experiences as well.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. I look at Carnival first just because casino deals. So usually I scan through those first. But again, I start looking at all of them, and they all have different itineraries. So it's better for me to shop around. So, like this Sunday, I'll be getting my first MSC, which I'm not crazy about the ports, but I've never been on an MSC ship before. So we'll see how it works out.
You'll have to let us know how that is, because I've never been on MSC either. But Jennifer, once you get casino deals, when you go on the Utopia with us on Royal, I think you might start looking at Royal first. That's my opinion.
NCL too. We'll be on our first NCL cruise in March, and I'm gonna sacrifice my Jubilee casino budget for to get some loyalty with NCL.
So do any of you guys on the ship look at what's definite that you have to have? Like, okay, so you want to definitely look at your ports, right? Do you guys look at the amenities? Like, is the Wi-Fi good? Is the drink package good? Do you guys look at any of that stuff when choosing a cruise, or you don't take any of that into consideration?
I'm starting to look at the amenities more. I don't normally get the drink package. Andrew and I, now we don't drink enough to justify the cost. But I'm starting to look at more of the included activities. That is what kind of attracted us to NCL and Royal, is they have more onboard activities that I think are free. And now that we have a little one, we definitely factor that as well. Before, we were just kind of like, gets whatever cruise, first floor's fine, alcohol, that's how we were, when we were younger. But as we kind of age a little bit, we look at some different things.
And that's what, and I don't want to get into the whole carnival versus royal because Danny and I, after we got off the celebration, we're going to put a video together about that. But that's one thing that I did notice on the celebration, that there was not a lot of entertainment versus what royal does. There was more food options, but there was not a lot of entertainment. So that's one big difference there.
Entertainment as far as what, like shows, you mean, or
Well,
what?
just like, well, I wouldn't say entertainment, like activities. Like they don't have on Oasis class ship, they have the zip line, right? They have the rock climbing. They have ice skating. You can go ice skating. They have all these like activities that you can do. They don't really have that on Carnival. They just have shows, right? Or comedy or, like different shows, but they don't have like the flow rider. They don't have any of that. And all that's included on Royal too. So, and we had to pay to do the roller coaster on Carnival. So anyhow, let me hop over the chat. There are some comments over here. Oh, welcome in, Lovey's Fat Life. He said, from where we live, we look at South Carolina, Port Canaveral, and Baltimore ports. Flying is so expensive. And, Lovey, I didn't even consider any of what people, and I think you and I talked about this on the celebration, what people have to go through that don't live near a port. And I never realized that until we had to do our Alaska cruise and had to fly out to Seattle, with how much stress is involved in all of that. Besides money, there's a lot of stress. You got to worry about the weight in your suitcase. You got to worry about connecting flight. You got to worry about if they're going to cancel your flight. And I never really realized it till I experienced it. So, let's see. Lovey said it's around $1,500 round trip for 3 of us to fly to Florida. That's a lot of money.
Yeah, sounds about right.
That's about right.
Yeah.
That is
I think
a lot.
it's $1,200 for us to fly in March to Fort Lauderdale from San Antonio.
Will G. Warmstrong, do you status match with MSC?
Yeah, I did it. I got my status match. I'm gold on MSC.
And I just heard Celebrity does it with Royal, so I need to call them and see if I can get my status match.
Who does MSC match with?
There's a list.
All of them.
I think
Everybody,
it matches
yeah.
all of them.
Yeah.
They do all the cruise lines. They do a lot of hotels. So
Yeah.
because Greg with SCT Adventures, he uses Hilton to do his status match, and he's Diamond or whatever with MSC. He's there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I didn't think anybody really recognized like Carnival, to do status match with. So.
I was going to ask Bill, how did it feel to go back to gold from diamond?
It hurts. It really hurts.
Yeah, but the gold on MSC is like platinum with Carnival, so
It hurts. It still hurts.
He had to be knocked down a peg or two,
But again, in all honesty, I don't stress. Like Sherry was talking about the flying and things like that. I really don't stress about it because I guess flying doesn't bother me, and I don't overpack. I get to the port early. If I have to wait in line, I have to wait in line. I mean, I'm still getting on the ship, so stuff like that really doesn't stress me out. I always joke about it, but it doesn't stress me out. I'm a little stressed out because I've never been out of New York's port before, and just the traffic and things like that. So I'm just gonna leave early. If I have to be there at 1, I'll be leaving at 9 to get there for 1 o'clock boarding time.
yeah, we always leave early so we don't have the stress. We're
We do
normally
too.
leaving 1 to 2 days early, just so to compensate for it in case because we have had delays or we've had flights canceled due to fog and that out of Seattle. So,
but then when you do that, I gotta take that off. My head is sweating. But then when you do that, you've got to worry about a hotel. Like the hotels in Miami, holy crap! 2 nights at a hotel there is not.
Sherry, that's
Yeah.
why we have travel insurance.
That's
So if
true.
there's problems like that, we at least get our money back.
Yeah. I was gonna say because hotels in freaking Miami.
But a lot of cruise lines or a lot of airlines are pretty good. I is and also Alaska, and I was really impressed with Delta because with Delta we got delayed leaving out of Seattle 3.5 hours, and so we were doing a connection flight in Salt Lake City before flying down to Houston, and we missed our connecting flight. And because it was at Thanksgiving time, they actually shut the airport down, and so we couldn't fly out till the next morning. Delta put us up in a hotel. They gave us food vouchers. I mean, they really took care of us. So I give all kinds of props to Delta.
Thanks for choosing Delta, Bruce.
Bill. That's for you, Bill.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
That's what we flew out to Seattle when we did our Alaska cruise. We did Delta, and they were excellent. And
the
you get
trick-
free Wi-Fi on their
Right.
flight.
Yeah.
And Sherry, the trick to Miami is if you go on the weekend and want the 4 or 5 star hotels on Ocean Drive, you're going to pay a ton of money. Stay a little further out.
I didn't
On-
stay on
at the
Ocean Drive.
three-star.
I stayed near the airport, and that crap was still expensive.
Really?
I'm used to Tampa like rates, not freaking New York City rates. That's how much Miami was. It was like New York rates.
It was a little high, and I tend to kind of go for a little more expensive hotels, and I thought it was high in Miami.
Harbor House.
Hey,
Yeah.
I
Right.
do like Harbor House though. I'm not gonna lie.
Let's see. Ship to Shore says amenities and perks are not a consideration for me. It's all about the cabin and ports. On Deck with CB says we definitely look at the internet. We post a lot and need good connection. Yeah, and if you're actually working or doing YouTube or any of that from the ship, you do need a good internet connection. And I will tell you this. The Carnival Celebration, their internet, we never had one problem except for when it was raining one day in port, and it was because they use satellite. Starlink is satellite. So if it's raining and it's pouring and they're not getting a good connection, that's why, because it's satellite. So, but other than that, it worked like we were at home. We had no connection issues.
I enjoyed the internet on Celebration. I thought it was great. So used it quite a lot.
I cannot speak. Journeys with June and Brady. I've never researched any ships but Carnival ships. However, we would like to do MSC.
I've been kind of impressed with MSC's pricing. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
See, I was about to say the same thing. What impressed me about MSC is looking at some of the ships. I'm trying not to do too much on it because I'm going on there. I want to be surprised, so I don't want to do a whole lot of research about what I'm going to get into. But looking at the ships and their price point, I mean, they're matching Carnival, and I'm just curious. I know there's been a lot of complaints as far as like the food and things like that, but I'm just really curious about MSC.
They ordered up 2 more of those world ships too.
oh,
So they're going to have 2 more big ships coming out.
Oh, they're trying really hard for this U.S. market. I mean, they're trying really hard.
I'm
And-
here for it.
Somebody did, and I don't remember who it was. Somebody did a video the other day on the yacht club for MSC, and their bed had bed bugs on it. So make sure y'all check your beds.
But I mean, that can happen at any hotel.
No, I know. I'm
I've
just
seen the
saying
same
make
at Carnival, but
It
I've
can
never
happen
been.
anywhere. It can happen at your house. But make sure you guys check your beds. Just like you would at a hotel. I never really would have thought to do it on a cruise ship, but you should.
I think when MSC comes to Galveston, that's going to be a game changer for Andrew and I. Because the one thing that we, like I said, Galveston's closer to us, so we don't have the flight cost, which is, like Lovey said, $1,500, estimated for the 3 of us. And I'm really excited for them to come to Galveston because they do have they kind of give me royal vibes, but Carnival pricing. So I'm hoping that Bill and Clock would tell us great things in a couple of weeks, because that's kind of what I'm hoping for.
I hope
Stay tuned.
Well, how soon before they're coming?
I think it's like probably gonna be like 2025 or so. I know they haven't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I thought maybe
The only-
it's in the next few months. So
no.
The only problem with places like Galveston and Seattle, after 10 cruises, you need a different itinerary. You can't. I mean, for me, I don't want to keep going to the same places over and over and over and over again.
Yes.
And that's the problem with like Galveston, just where they're located at. You either have to have, 10 to 14 days, or you're going to the same ports over and over again. Same kind of with Seattle. And that's the only problem with those ports.
it's the same
Well,
thing going
that's
out
pretty
of
much-
New York as well, though.
The problem same
You gotta stop
with
in
New York.
Florida, and you're either stopping at Miami or Port Canaveral, so
Yep.
it's kind of a wasted stop.
And that's
Yeah.
kind of why I'm excited. Well, number one, for Celebrity, because I'm going on a new cruise line. But the last 4 or 5 cruises, we've been going to the Eastern Caribbean, to St. Thomas, Coco Cay, what's the other one? San Juan. Like all of those. We haven't been to Cozumel, and I can't tell you how long. So I'm very excited.
I feel the complete opposite of you. I'm like over Costa Maya, Roatan, and Cozumel.
no, I
Over it.
agree.
Yeah, but Royal
I'm like,
started doing some overnights in Cozumel here recently, just to something different. Because you always get that little limited window during the day. You never get like nightlife down there.
Mhm.
So I have noticed that they've been throwing that in here recently.
Well, and that would be nice. That's different.
Yeah.
If you're telling me you're going to go someplace and spend the night, I'm for that.
Because I want to do the one to Bermuda overnight.
Right.
So that's another one you can do out of New York. But yeah, something like that would be good too.
Yeah, well, you're talking about, the same itinerary as Long Beach is the same thing. Panorama does that same cruise every week, and Radiance kind of alternates, but they're like 3 and 4 day cruises. So,
Yep.
All right. So, see me traveling. Half of our cabin doesn't drink as much as the other to pay for a drink package, except on MSC's cruises. So, is there a drink package included, or?
For a lot of the sailings right now, they are.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Well, doesn't NCL do something similar to that?
Yes.
Where, they have some
They do.
kind of drink package.
Yeah, they also have for like free internet too on NCL.
Well, it's still not like you're not going to sit there and stream, and it's like 150 minutes, which when we were on bloggers, I used up all mine almost before we left the port.
All right.
Oh, so MSC does MSC include your Wi-Fi too, or no?
It does, but it's the same thing. It's just a limited one, so
Oh, okay.
I'm going to have to upgrade it for the World American.
Is it pretty reliable or not?
That I don't know yet.
Okay.
Curtin and Greg were telling me it's kind of hit and miss sometimes, and you can go there and you buy it by the day each if you want to, which I
Right.
may end up. I bought it on this one here. I'll have to see how it is.
Yeah, I want to hear how their internet is, because if they're trying to really compete with the America market, then they better step up their internet, because people are starting to work from cruises that have to work. Let's see. We just need a decent casino. We are good to go. I agree. And let me tell you, the Carnival
Yeah.
Celebration was not paying out when I was on it.
Uh-oh.
I told you they paid the next week. The person hit for $32,500.
Yeah, that's a lot of cruises.
Hey, Lubbies, check the mail. No koozie. I don't know what that means. Yes, there was so much to do on Wonder of the Seas. And that's one I want to get on. They had next November of one that was very reasonable. I was looking at last night, so that's a possibility. They're starting to come down a little bit, I think, because of Icon.
Yeah.
Rock the Boat, welcome in.
Hello.
Cheryl, One Deck Down, says flying is a big part of choosing our ports. Yeah, I mean, if you have to pay an arm and a leg, you need to figure out which airport to fly into. That's going to be the cheapest. So, yeah, I would definitely think that too. Hey, Bud Files, welcome in. Ship to shore. I'm flying 5 of us to Orlando in August, and it's more than the cruise. And that's what it was for when we flew to Seattle for the Alaska cruise. It was more than our cruise. Let's see. Cruising scene. We love Royal Caribbean cruises. We will go on Carnival for free, but we love Royal. I agree. Well, I don't want to get too much into that because we're doing a video on that.
I find that comment very interesting because I feel like cruising scene and I have similar taste in some things. So I'm wondering if we're going to feel the same way.
Well, I just think for you, Jennifer, I think that Chloe is going to have a lot more to do on Royal than she does on Carnival, especially when she gets a little bit older.
I agree. And just the carousel alone, like I think that's going to make her trip.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Bama Nola. We choose our cruises by what our kids like. If they're not having fun and enjoying the cruise, then it could be a miserable experience, which is true. Your kids aren't having a good time, you're not going to have a good time.
If I'm not having a good time, nobody's having a good time.
How can you go on a cruise and not have a good time?
Exactly. I mean, you know, this.
Well, if you have your kids and they're complaining to you the whole time and in your ear the whole time, I could say you might not be having a good time.
No, then just say, hey, next time we go on a cruise, you can stay with grandma.
Yeah, exactly.
You can have all the fun at grandma's all you want.
On Deck with CB. Jennifer, aren't you guys coming to Miami soon?
Yes. We will be there in March 23rd, and then our cruise leaves on the 24th, and we come back on the 30th, 31st, and then we fly home on the April 1st. We come back on the 31st.
And you know what's funny? Going back to cruising scene, it's funny because we said we're going to start venturing out this year, and we did Carnival, and we're doing Celebrity. But guess what? Next year we've already got 2 Royals booked again. So.
That was short-lived.
Now we're going back, and we haven't even done the Celebrity one yet. But it's funny.
So Sherry, do you have any desire to do Carnival again, or are you pretty much done?
I probably would if the price was right or if it was a group cruise, because I really enjoyed the group cruise. I would do it for a group cruise, definitely. For just Danny and I going on a cruise, depends on the ship and the price and all of that, but it wouldn't be my top choice, put it that way.
Sherry, I was going to let you know, M had a question about Cozumel too.
Did I?
It's kind of further down. Yeah, she was asking if it's really great. Is that great because people keep going?
Let's see. Does Carnival do loyalty match?
No.
Who would want to match with Carnival? I'm sorry. I love you, Carnival.
No, it's funny. You think, Princess should or something. One of the
There goes your casino offers. Bill.
I know. All for a joke. I know.
I was going to say, I think I figured out why you didn't get that 31.
No, that's what I'm talking about them now because they didn't offer it to me.
John Heal's going to be sending you a message.
Yeah.
Going to be sending them hate mail.
That's okay. That's what it got MSC and Royal and all those other good lines. Even though Carnival's good too.
When in March, Jennifer?
March 23rd, we are flying in. Our cruise is on the 24th. We come back on the 31st, but we fly home on April 1st.
Hey, Emily, as far as Cozumel is a very nice port. A lot of things to do, easy to walk around the port, friendly people. So that's and it's convenient for the cruise ship. So and it can handle a lot of cruise ships. So that's why you see a lot of people go to Cozumel and they all have a good time. Whether Mr. Sancho's, Paradise Beach, Three Amigos, Margaritaville, you have a ton of options in Cozumel.
Yeah, there's a little bit something for everybody there. I mean,
Yeah.
it's even though I've been there probably a million times coming out of Galveston, at least I know when I go there, they're going to have something. If I decide to get off the ship, I know there's all kinds of excursions and all inclusive places to go. And if you forget something, they've got a lot of stores that you can pick something up.
Yep. And so this time on the booze cruise was the first time I've done Paradise Beach before, but it's the first time I've done the all-inclusive. I've done it all-inclusive at 3 other resorts. By far, Paradise Beach was better. Service-wise, food-wise, drinks-wise, they're my favorite.
Yeah, I love Paradise Beach.
It was my first time there, and I really enjoyed it.
We're doing an excursion when we're there. Okay, so Jennifer answered that. Let's see, Scratchmaster, thank you for coming in. Hello. Moonlight Adventures, what's going on, y'all?
Hello.
Howdy.
Hey, Moonlight.
Howdy. Thank you so much for coming in. And then we've got we have a back-to-back from the 17th to the 31st. What are you guys on a back-to-back on? You have to tell us. Let's see. Just scrolling down. Will G says he still needs to get a hotel for May in Miami. Will G, we posted a video today of our hotel in Miami. So if you want to go look at it, we just posted it. So might be something you're interested in.
What did you end up paying for the hotel per night?
I want to say it was $200 and something, and then you
Wow.
have to pay. You still got to pay. We had to pay a resort fee on top of that. And then
It was a nice hotel.
A night of parking because we parked there.
Well,
It was a nice hotel. It was worth it. It was nice.
It was worth it, but they were all around the same price. So it wasn't like, we stayed at this fancy hotel because everything was around that price. Even the Best Western was that price. So, yeah. So, yeah, go take a look at it, Will G.
Mine's 180 in January, but I'll have to figure out the name of it. I can't remember what it was.
But you better read the fine print because then you probably got to pay another $50 a day.
No, I always look for resort fees when I
Ah.
do my bookings.
Let's see. Let me scroll down. We might have gotten a question. Okay, so you already answered that, Bill. Didn't you say Marjorie had a question? Somebody said. Okay, so NCL charges graze and taxes for the perks, but still cheaper than paying full price.
Yep.
Well, NCL, and we were on it pre-COVID. NCL, they were nickeling and diming us for everything when we got on the ship. So I don't know if they're still doing that, but
I mean, they had plenty of things that you could pay for, arcade games and the other specialty dinings and stuff like that. But it's kind of up to you whether you want to do it. I didn't pay any extra on the vloggers.
Well, your vloggers cruise, Mike. One thing I loved about Carnival was we missed the port. They gave us credit back onto our account for it.
Yeah.
And NCL, last time, I think you had to go stand in line to get your credit back.
Yep.
When they missed the port.
So
that brings up a point. Speaking of missing a port, Think back, Bruce. Christmas cruise. We missed 2 ports. What'd they give us? $50. This last cruise, they gave the guys what? $400, something like that. Ridiculous amount of money. Where was ours? We didn't get anything like that. So.
Yeah, and all the cruise lines are guilty to this. There's no consistency.
Yeah.
They need to start being consistent. If this is what happens, this is what you get.
Yeah, they should. Yeah.
And that's across the board with all the cruise lines. It doesn't matter if it's Carnival, Royal Norwegian, whoever, MSC. There's no consistency when it comes to that type of stuff.
Right.
Well, Randy, when you say you missed 2 ports, what happened?
It was because of COVID. Bruce and I were actually on the same Christmas cruise.
Okay.
Yeah, we were on the same cruise and didn't even know.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, we didn't even know each other then. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, basically we missed 2 ports. We finally went to Cabo, and our reimbursement was like $50 onboard credit for missing those 2 ports. So, and that was the Panorama, the one's been having propulsion issues here the last week.
Hey, FR Humphrey, thanks for coming in. And Cruising Koozies, thanks for coming in. Cruising on the high seas, there's only one place to go, and that's Paradise Beach. And welcome in Cruising on the High Seas.
Hey, Rob.
So we have Susan Morajon, proud single mom. Welcome in.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
And we might be down. Okay, so what are your thoughts on an all-inclusive resort over a cruise? That is a good question. I've only been to one all-inclusive, but and that was probably, it's probably been like 20 years ago. But there was a lot of different options because it was a sandals resort, and there was 3 other sandals in St. Lucia. So you could go, if you stayed in one, you could go to all of them. So you had tons of restaurants to choose from, and they had a shuttle that took you from each of them for no charge. So, but it was expensive. I will tell you, that was a very expensive trip. But I mean, if you can find one in like Mexico, or they're always running specials to Dominican Republic and stuff like that. But I haven't been one recently. Have any of you guys?
I've never been to one.
No, I haven't either.
I've never done an all-inclusive. I priced them out, but I've never done one yet.
So do you find them cheaper than a cruise, Bruce, or do you find them more expensive?
They're more expensive when you compare apples to apples of what you get versus a cruise. No, they're all-inclusive are still more expensive. And you're stuck at the same location, where that's one thing I like about cruises is you go different. Now, the difference is you have more time at that location, obviously,
Right,
to experience more. But you can find deals to beat the cruises, but in general, cruising will beat an all-inclusive under most circumstances.
It depends on what you want out of things.
Absolutely.
Cruising, for an all-inclusive for about 3 days, it would be fine. But if you're talking about 7 to 10 days, I wouldn't want to stay in the same place. Even if I could go to another hotel down the road, I wouldn't even want to stay in the same place. That's what I prefer about cruising. But I do like if you can do the nightlife. That's the one thing about cruising. If they would have one night in Bermuda or one night in Cozumel, that I think would really help out with the cruising.
Absolutely. If they offered more of those, yeah, because we're looking at one now. I think it was on MSC where they spend 3 nights in Bermuda.
Yeah.
That's a bucket list there.
Let's see. Let me just scroll down. Scratch and Pete, thank you for coming in.
Hey, Pete.
Let's see.
Hey, Pete.
So Journey, and Brady say they love all-inclusive resorts. Hubby prefers cruises. And I would think since we live in Florida, I would think that that a cruise would be cheaper for me because I wouldn't have to fly anywhere. That's where a lot of the all-inclusive price comes from, is your travel. So let's see. That was a nice hotel. Yeah, it was very nice. Our room was huge. It was very big. And thank you for watching Carnival Cruise Addicts. Cheryl, One Deck Down, are you on Shipmate? Yes, it's under Destination Fun is our Shipmate name. So, yeah, just look me up on Shipmate.
Warmstrong 313 on Shipmate.
Drop your Shipmate in the chat and everybody can put you in there, Bill. It's Memorial Day weekend, so we'll probably bump up the price. Yeah, and I did notice, Will G, that Saturdays in Miami are very expensive. Mark the Spider Guy. Hi, guys. Hope everyone is well. Thank you so much, Mark, for coming in. Felicia. Hey, Clock Family BTT, Warmstrong Adventures, cruising on high
Felicia.
and Bruce.
Hi. Hi, Felicia.
Felicia.
And let's see. Addie Grace. Hey, Addie Grace. Thanks for coming in.
Hi, Addie Grace.
And Stephen said hi to Eddie. Crossover Paranormal Society. Thank you so much for coming in. Cruise and Koozies. If this next cruise on Horizon in January is full of rude folks like Celebrity was, we are definitely not cruising with Carnival without a huge discount. Yeah, and I don't know if it was just the ship or if it's Carnival altogether, because I haven't been on a Carnival ship in a long time, but a lot of people, and wasn't Celebrity Cruise and Koozies. You were on the Celebration. A lot of people were kind of rude. Let's see. Adventures with Roxanne. Hello, hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Thank you for coming in. Will G says, I think it's a toss-up between Mr. Sancho's and Paradise Beach.
I haven't tried the Mr. Sancho's yet. I would like to.
I've been there years ago. It was fun.
I'll be there in January.
Let's see. Thank you, Pete. Good to see you. Destination Fun all-inclusive resorts are not made for single people.
She's right about that too. Unless it's a single resort.
Well, I guess if you went with a group of people, though, right? It would be, you could go as a single person, right? If you went like on a group thing to an all-inclusive. You probably still have to pay for double occupancy, though, right? You just don't pay for two of everything else. Is that right?
I've never gone solo to a all-inclusive.
So Eddie says we are doing one in June with Celebrity, 3 days in Bermuda.
Awesome.
That would be fun. I'll let you know about Celebrity when I go Thanksgiving. Don't forget to smash the like button. Yes, thank you so much. And it looks like we're getting down to the bottom. So let's and I don't think we're going to have time. We're not going to have time, Crow's Nest, to finish your contest. But I wanted to go back around.
Move it to next year.
So I wanted to go back around and everybody give just a update on your channel and what you have going on before we go on and wrap it up here. So Bruce, you are up.
Starting first. We have our live tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern. And we're going to have some very special guests. So you are not going to want to miss this show. Some fabulous, absolutely fabulous guests on the show. And we're going to be dropping some more videos from the Booze Cruise. And if people haven't heard yet, we have started our next cruise with the Booze Cruise people. So we've got stuff set up on the horizon of Miami in 2026. So April 11th, 2026. So everybody that was not this time need to join us. And I know most of you have not got 2026 booked yet, so there's no excuses. All right, there you go.
All right. Clock.
So we will have some videos still coming out from the Booze Cruise. We're in Tennessee right now. We'll have some Tennessee videos coming out. And on Sunday, we get on the Meraviglia with Bill over there, MSC out of New York. So we'll have some stuff coming from that as well. So you'll see videos in about 9 months. The videos of most of the ships will probably be retired.
And then what do you have in September?
Oh, sorry. And then I got a group cruise on Utopia of the Seas, September 13th to the 20th. It's a back-to-back. People are doing one side of the leg or the other leg or the whole thing. So it's up to y'all whether you want to. If you want any information, let me know. We got a Facebook group set up. Just let us know in the chat, and we'll see what happens.
And it's going to be fun. So anybody that's interested, reach out to either Bruce or Clock on that one. That'll be a good time. All right. Cruise Vet, what you got?
Well, I'm usually dropping content Monday through Friday around midday, different cruise news, topics, stories, whatnot. And got my next cruise is going to be on the Harmony of the Seas on the 26th. And the greatest cruise of all time, the December 30th sailing on the Carnival Jubilee, of course, New Year's, because if you're going to go on a cruise, you want to go Christmas or New Year's, I don't know. Me, it's New Year's, of course. Then after that, be on the wonderful NCL Prima, January 26th, for my birthday cruise, the Big 5-0. And then Lord only knows what I'll be doing after that. You just never know.
Cool. Jennifer.
I was just going to say, I guess, Cruise Vet, we have to celebrate your 50th birthday with you New Year's Eve.
Well,
To start the year off right, to start celebrating the whole year.
There you go.
So, well, you may see us on an awesome live tonight on Ocean Travel. And then we've also got trivia with Controversial Cruising. Scott, he's back from his cruise. So on Thursday, we'll have trivia. We are still working on watch hours, so you're going to see us randomly on Fridays, maybe. And then on Saturday night, I have a late night live with Traveling Check. And then sometimes, I have guests such as Warm Strong Adventures and Clock Family Adventures. And we always have a lot of fun, a lot of laughs on that live. We have a couple cruises coming up. We will be on the Jubilee with Cruise Vet. We have a cruise in March on NCL, March 24th. If you're on that one on the NCL Encore, let us know. And we're going to be on Clock Family Adventures cruise. Hey, Ricky, my friend.
I didn't mean to interrupt.
Hey,
You can interrupt anytime, Ricky. Hey.
All right. Well, that's cool. So check her out. Make sure you turn on that notification. How many more watch hours do you need, Jennifer?
As of this morning, we needed 371. So we're getting close. We're over 3,600 hours right now.
There you go. All right, Bill.
Bill, let's see. You may or may not see me on Bruce's show tonight. Okay, you're going to see me. Tomorrow, I'm going to be on I Am Betty J. Gathers as a special guest. Then at 11 a.m., I'm going to have a premiere dropping. And then that night, I'm going to be on Controversial Cruising, and we're going to have Cruise Talk at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Then on Thursday, you're going to have Banter with Bill at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Then on Monday, I got a lot going on. And then on Monday, I have a premiere dropping. Every Monday from here on out, I'm going to drop a video at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. And it's going to be with the Booze Cruise. And also February 9th, out of Los Angeles, I will be doing a group cruise. It'll be official. It's not official yet. It's going to be official November 30th. 14 days from Los Angeles to Hawaii and back.
Wow.
And when is that again?
February 9th, 2025.
There's so many group cruises.
I know, right?
I know, it's so hard to choose now. It used to just be one here and there, and now it's like every day someone's announcing a group cruise. I'm like, crap, now which one am I going to get? I'm afraid to put a deposit down on anything because somebody else is going to come out with one. Hey, Travel and Adventures with Eric B. Thank you for coming in. Okay, Scrub's Nest.
Well, I'm working on 2 videos. One is what's involved with a back-to-back on Celebration. And the other one is the cruise port area around Bonaire. I won't be on with Bruce tonight, so,
But you could still be in his chat and support him.
Well, possibly, except I think we're all going, my family and I are all going out for dinner tonight for my birthday, which brings me up to the winner was Eddie Lugo. He came the closest. So.
Wow.
Which was what?
Well, he said 69. So.
Oh, okay.
Actually,
Congratulations, Eddie. You're the winner.
Now all he's got to
are
do
you
is get in
turning
touch
70?
with me. Like, I'll be 70.
Oh, is he over or under?
Hey,
He's under.
if you looked at my text, my wife said 70.
No, really? Well.
Yep.
Sorry.
Happy
But I
70th
can send you one
birthday.
anyway.
Yeah.
Excuse me?
So happy birthday
Yeah, I
to
know.
you.
Happy birthday.
Thank you very much.
Everyone
Happy
in the
birthday.
chat, make sure you check out these wonderful channels that are on the panel and also in the
Yeah.
chat.
A great birthday gift would be as if you subscribe to my channel too, 'cause that would make me happy.
And just so you know, you guys, we posted a video yesterday. Was it yesterday? Did I post it yesterday? I think it was yesterday. Of our hotel, and we are about to post our embarkation day. Should be coming out. Probably going to post it tomorrow, so you'll probably see that come out tomorrow. It's done. I just got to do the tags on it. So look for that for the Carnival celebration, and then I'm going to try to still do my live next Tuesday night, but we are leaving very, very early Wednesday morning to go to Miami. So we can see Clock and Warmstrong in Miami on their cruise. And then we are leaving on Thanksgiving Day on the Celebrity Summit out of Miami. So we will definitely be doing a pop-up out there on our embarkation day. So make sure you turn on your notification bells. And everybody have a great week. And thank you so much for coming in. Sorry we went a little
Thank you.
over. And thanks everyone for all your support. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Have a
Bye,
good night.
everybody.
Goodbye.
And make sure you go to Bruce's show at 9 p.m. Eastern time tonight. Go check it out.
Have a great panel.
Check us out.